is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Ducks in the hurry up.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Or did he find a hole in the defense? Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. And he strides his way into the end zone.
Citizens Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole off?
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play two.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Might be looking to run. He throws back to the left side. Big guy smells it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give from the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And off from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Pringle.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It's gone. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Turning it on! They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Third down coming up.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Got his man on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. On the move to his left. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Great pass, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Going to the running game. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He uncorks one deep.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too.
There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss to the outside.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Calls his own number. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Looking to throw. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
You got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that, might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Jones to throw. The short hands. It's Keene. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And the balls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Pringle. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And the catch and
this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Got the quick completion. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Got his man on the outside, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Jones wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
To the air on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Jefferson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Shoots it to the left. Misses receiver. It's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a...
Breaks into the open. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run.
Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play not. To get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. it. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking for a man. It's McDonald. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
That'll put a smile on the OC's face to get a little breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Finds his man. It's Keene. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarter.
Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Ducks! He got a snap and just dusted the field. You know they were up there trapped at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here is the Tennessee offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The give to the back. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Back to pass, it's McDonald. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Vols want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's McDonald. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll They'll throw again after the incompletion. He makes the grab. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Volunteers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Vols! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get outside.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Thomas. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Under fire. He's got the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Here comes the option. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tennessee.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Bring in the heat. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Get it out on the screen. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Well, after that incompletion, it's decision time now for the head coach. You've got to lead. The game's close. Are you going to punt the ball away and count on your defense to win this thing, or do you have the confidence in your quarterback to make one more throw to win you this game?
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's McDonald. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to throw, it's McDonald. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.